Strange. Hi Cordelia. I don't know if you can hear me or not. My video is showing waiting for me. Hey Melissa. Hey Susie. Hi Diana. Hi Pam. Why isn't this playing? Is it? Can you guys hear me? Am I live? Okay, good. Then I'll just ignore the video I'm seeing on my iPad. It seems to be broken. Hey Sherry. I've got here my alcohol markers because I'm going to do some coloring. Nothing I'm really great at or care to do. So we're expecting some severe weather, so if I pop out, it's because it's safer downstairs. I'm just going to get these out of the way for now. And I got this, it's a kit club. It was the March Kit Club from Tonic Studios, and I like to buy their kit clubs. I'm not affiliated in any way with Tonic Studios. Are you getting slammed, Melissa? Yeah. I saw a big, dark, scary cloud, and then it just kind of dissipated. But it is very still and dark out right now, so we'll see. And it's hot. It's really hot. This is the cutest little set. It's got the little ants and the little picnic basket, and then it's got this really awesome background die, which I'm going to start with here. And what I've done is I've placed a magnet sheet and then just took the bottom sheet that it was stuck to so that they don't fall out. And I'm going to do the background first, and this is so stinking cute. I wish it would drop here. It seemed like it was. I felt a cool breeze. I finally opened my window. Generally, I don't open my window. And the reason for that is stink bugs. I don't like them. I'm scared of them. And there was one staring me down earlier today. And Mike wasn't here, so I had to kill him by myself. Hey, Rhonda. So I'm going to go ahead and run this through my die cut machine. And this is it's going to be a picnic blanket. You'll see it's super cute. Super cute. And I am running it through with the what is this thing? Chrome precision plate. I'm just going to smack it here against the table, and yes, all these bits are going on the floor. That's how I roll. I just sweep it up later. There's still a lot of little pieces in here, so I'll get my little piece of foam, and I'm going to move this because it's hard to get paper off of there. And I'll just use my little brushy thingy to get all that inner out. Oh no, yeah. Oh, you guys are under a tornado watch? Yeah, you're out in Georgia, right, Cordelia? It seems to be farther east from me, the biggest portion of it. They keep threatening that we're going to have stuff, but I haven't had anything yet but clouds. Make sure I get all little itty bitty pieces out. Looking good, okay. And I'll just wipe that up. Yes, most definitely stay safe. Oops, I got some on there. Let me get that off. Just the only thing I hate about these silicone mats is the paper sticks to it so bad, and it's also the thing I love about it. So I'm going to color this red, and I believe I'm going to use some Simon Hurley and bee sting. I did one earlier. I did with some Catherine Pooler, but I'm running out. So, and I don't have reinkers. Hi, Dawn. So I'm just going to color this in with bee sting. And bee sting's a good red too. Oops, I see some spots I missed. Just these little outer edge. I want to get them out so that my ink gets in between those spaces. Doesn't leave any white. And I'm going in heavy with this ink, and I could probably just go ink to paper, but the reason I like to use a brush is because it gets down in there, kind of eliminates that white space. I've always been happy with all of the Tonic Studio kit of the month club stuff. I've only have, this is my third one, but you know, it's a purchase that I'm not stuck making. I just decide if I want it. If they still have it, great. If not, you're out of luck because they don't have it anymore. It's about 35 bucks for the set. It's about an average cost, I'm thinking, with stamps and dies. And the little dies will cut out everything here except for the sentiments. Plus you get this extra cover plate die. Hey, Chow. I had my air on earlier, but I turned it off because it's so noisy. But I may walk over there and turn it back on because it is hot in here. Okay. We've got that colored. Let me just clean up a little here. Because knowing me, red ink, I will get it everywhere. Okay, and that's going to go on to a piece of white. See, look how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? And I'm gonna glue this down now so it has time to be stuck. And I'll be trimming some of this down later. Hey, Cheryl. What happened? I don't care if you type something weird. Hi, Meg. So I'm going to get all the little, these spots. And then just go along the edge. It's got a little blanket stitched edge. You don't have to use that edge. Okay. And I'm not worried about getting this on here straight because I plan on trimming it. Where is my big block here? Set that down so that it sits flat. Oh no, I'm sorry you have a headache, Pam. Oh, you had a nose and sinus surgery? Oh my gosh, you're so brave. I couldn't. No way. I'll barely even let myself go to the doctor. So, I'm just sitting this here for a minute. Let my cat take a nap with me today, and he's beep beep. He's a funny cat. He doesn't know how to work his claws, so he's one of those, you know, bread maker type cats, and he was bread making on my skin, and has got his claw stuck. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to stamp out some stuff here. So I think I'm going to do the picnic basket. Okay, I'm going to do wine for sure. I'm going to do cheese, grapes, and bread. So it's also got lemonade, a sandwich, apple core, ketchup, cutting board, and the little ants, which are so cute. Oh no, I'm so sorry for the back pain. that is the worst. It's impossible to function with back pain. So I've already pre-cut. This is 110 pound accent opaque. And I've gone ahead and pre-cut it. And I'm going to stamp out the basket on here, I think. And the bread. I think I'll do the other stuff on a separate piece. Yep, they're gonna stick, aren't you? They're sticky because they're new. Ugh, I don't need my watch telling me how to breathe. What's going on here? I think I'm gonna grab another magnet just because I know I'm gonna need to stamp more than once. And I'm gonna grab my Versamark ink first. Let me just kind of give these a little rub. That's major, because I haven't used them before. They're super sticky. I'll throw some Versamark on here, and then I'm gonna do Memento, because I'm gonna try my hand at alcohol ink coloring. I'm not crazy about it at all, but I really would like to get the dimension you can get with the multiple colors. Cheryl, we love you too. Not bad. I'm not mad. I didn't press down real super hard on it. Very nice. Okay, get those out of the way. Clean up my stamps. I either hear thunder or I hear somebody dragging their garbage can. I can't be sure. All right, let's grab this other piece of paper, and I'm going to need 2 glasses of wine because nobody wants to drink alone. Yes, yes, that's kind of the idea of it. It's like a picnic basket or something. Get these far enough apart since I'm going to be die cutting them. Some grapes, some cheese. Versamark, just get them a little sloopy. Now some I may watercolor with Simon's inks, and some I want to do the basket with the alcohol ink. Gosh, wish me luck. It does, Cheryl. It's just definitely not for wimps. Look at that. Stamped perfect the first time. Okay, I need another glass of wine here. Just wipe it off here a little. No, I think I'll put that glass of wine right there. And this is Memento Tuxedo Black. I rarely ever use this because, yeah, I don't really do alcohol ink. Okay, we're all stamped out. Okay, now I'm going to tackle this basket. And find some baskety colors. That could be okay for the dark color. Maybe this will be a better dark color, and I'll get a lighter one. try eggshell. No. Let's try cream. We'll try that. Yeah, I'm allergic to wine. So I don't drink it. Yeah. I used to. It was weird, just in my age, as my aging process went, I started to become allergic to a lot of things that I was never allergic to before. And wine is one of them. Wine and shellfish. I mean, that was heartbreaking. And I'm just sort of coloring this in, not really giving it a lot of thought. And we'll see what I can do with these alcohol ink markers. I mean, you don't have to do any major coloring on it. You know, give it dimension and all that, but I'm going to give it my try. I watch people color all the time. And I'm always in awe. When I do that, mine just looks like a 5th grader did it. Well, I don't know. Some 5th graders are pretty good artists, so. Yeah, wine and shellfish. What a burn. I can hear the birds singing. That's a good sign. All right, let's see how I do. Daniel's the one that comes to mind. I watch him do this, and I'm like, how? How is he so good at this? I'm just going to do the in-betweens of these guys. I'm just reading your comments here. Yeah, I'm really sad about giving up lobster and shrimp. I could do without crab and scallops and that kind of stuff. They say it's actually an iodine allergy, which is weird because salt doesn't bother, well, salt does bother me. It bothers my blood pressure, but it doesn't make me anaphylactic or anything. This is going to be the most coloring on the whole doggone thing. These markers are Cali Art markers, by the way. I think I paid 79 bucks for the set last year. I think the other reason I don't like coloring is because it's so tiny, it's very hard for me to see. My eyes get all weirded out. Do the outside edges here and leave the inside lighter. So it has a little bit more of a three-dimensional appearance. You definitely want some shadow along there. Okay, and then we'll get the little handle. I guess the bread is pretty close to this color too. Thank goodness I'm cutting this out. Yep, I'm going to do the bread in the same color. I have an OttLite with a magnifier, but my OttLite, I need a new bulb for it. It's on right now. And generally, yeah, I have to have lots and lots of light if I'm doing small work. It's kind of why I don't crochet anymore. It's so small, and I just can't seem to get enough light. Oh, I went outside the line. Oh well. See, to me, this stuff doesn't blend like I see it blend when other people do it. It just looks like lines to me. Ah, you're a chicken. Okay, I need to color the little scarf thingy. The little napkin. And I think I'll make the spots red and leave the background white. That'll make our life go a lot faster. Oh, this is a good color for the wine, isn't it? Some parts of me are disappointed that we didn't get in, that we're not getting a thunderstorm right now. I love thunderstorms. As long as they're not dangerous, they just make me happy. Just reading back here. Hi, Shay. Yeah, I know, Melissa, I know. I know. Okay, we got these colored. Now let's get these colored. So we're having red wine with our picnic, yeah. Okay, so not that easy to stay in the lines on this. If I just try to do one continuous, I'm pretty good. And I went in. I went in the label. That's okay. It's pretty small. I think I want kind of lightness right there in the center. Let's see what color I can find that would be a lighter red. That works. I think. And we'll have it be a green bottle. Even though I don't drink wine, I sure know what it looks like. No, not a green bottle. We'll make it a warm gray. That doesn't look like warm gray at all. It says it's warm gray, but you could have fooled me. Too dark. I want to make the label a blue. There we go. Oops, on the side. I don't know what's wrong with this marker. It says warm gray, but it's coming out pink. Probably this is why. Oh, that's a good idea. The only thing that about using the embossing is that when you've got real fine lines, it kind of makes them thicker. And that's okay. Because red wine with your cheese and bread. I always open the wrong end, and I know they're kind of marked, but I don't know. And I'm just going to find a better warm gray because that other one's just kind of funky. This one's dark. Maybe a cool gray would be better. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the gray I was using before because everything will match that way. And just make sure that I get this cleaned off. Still do not understand how this can say warm gray when it's definitely a peach. Okay, we've got cheese and grapes, and then we're golden. Oh, that's way too dark. I don't want my grapes to be too purpley. Maybe we'll do green. Yeah. We're having green grapes. Just so we got some kind of variation in color. I'll just leave the centers kind of open and do those with a lighter color so that they look dimensional. That much I know how to do. You have grapes all color. So yeah, that here, and we have these grapes called muscadines. Ugh, I hate them. They're gigantic though. They are used for a certain kind of wine. But I mean, I grew up and lived in wine country for years in the Napa Valley. So grapes were a way of life. Grapes and apples. Okay, and then we do need those leaves to be a little bit shade darker of green. Yeah, that works. Get it brown. Let's use the same brown that I was using for the basket. All right, now cheese. We got a Swiss cheese, so I need a super pale yellow. Which Swiss cheese is almost white, but our Swiss cheese is going to be yellowery. You love the muscadines? I'm just going to color this in and then just darken the holes. And then we'll be ready to cut out and assemble. Let's use our fake warm gray here to do the darken the holes. Oh no, this was the cream. Okay, that works. All right, done coloring. Get all these pens out of my way. They don't want to go back in their container. Get in there. All right, now let's get the dies out. All right, where did I put my mint tape? Huh, there it is. Bag of M&Ms in your lap. That's a girl. Chocolate heals the soul. My wine glass. Have to do that twice. I feel like that's not quite straight. Little cheese with my wine. Little grapes. I got Mike to make me some oatmeal chocolate chip cookies today. I had to sneak and add extra salt though, because I like my cookies salty. Don't ask. I don't know. I just do. All right, let's get that part cut out. bottle of wine, a loaf of bread, and thou. And again, I did use 110-pound cardstock for this. I'll pick that off later, because I like my die cuts thick. See, they barely leave any border at all. You could honestly cut these out in your sidekick. All right, now we've got to get our loaf of bread in our picnic basket. I think that's, well, this is interesting. This only cuts the outside of the picnic basket. What does this thing cut? Oh, the plate, okay. Well, I'll have to improvise on the picnic basket then. Hey, Karen. I think I'll cut out the grass too, just in case. Just in case I want it. Oh, I see. The grass only. Okay, that's fine. I don't intend on using all of it anyway. Okay, let me just pop these out of my way and get all this excess tape off. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so we've got our background piece here. I just feel like I need to cut that out. And I may mess up the whole thing, but before I do that, I wanted to actually create a sort of a background vignette type thing here for this. I definitely want to get a lighter weight cardstock for that. No, I don't want my watercolor. Well, that's watercolor. Oh, here's some hammer mill. Okay. Accent opaque 80-pound. That works. I'm just going to cut out a white sort of cloud looking thing. I appreciate you guys hanging out. All right, so we'll start by trimming this part down. And how I'm going to do it is I'm just going to line up the red piece with the clear guard and go from there. Oh, today is my son Kevin's birthday. I need to call him after this. No guarantee he's going to answer because, yeah, he's a busy man. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to want to use, I don't think I'm going to want to use the grass. So I'm going to think about how I want this to kind of come together. Because see, I've got to have a place for the sentiment. I can see I need my tweezers to pick anything up off of this thing. The bread, and I kind of tuck it inside. Grapes. Oh. Cheese. Oh, what a party. Oh, come here, you. Okay, let's look at the sentiments here. Do I want to use the ants? I don't think I do. I think I'm going to use sometime soon. Right about there. Okay, let's get all these guys out the way. Pick this up. Get my stamp platform out. Meg, it's your son's birthday too? I had, my other son's birthday was April 4th. I'm just going to do that in black. I'm just going to kind of pick it up and look at it to see if it looks even on there, and it does. And I'll go ahead and use the memento again. I think I'll go ahead and give it a quick shot of Versamark first. Lovely. Hi, Donna. All right, so we can start building now. I'm going to move this, guys, because it's just annoying the crud out of me. I don't need it right now. Okay, so we're going yay, yay. See, if I do it that way, I don't have to worry about cutting that out. I can just trim my bread and stuff. So I'm going to start by gluing this down. I have two sons that were born on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and one son that was born on the day he died. Weird, huh? Don't smear. I just feel like you need something there to kind of break everything up. So I'm going to be putting the wine a little bit behind the basket. Okay, put the wine down. Yeah, my timing for having babies. I had another one. My son Joe was born on January 8th, which is Elvis's birthday. Go ahead and glue this part down. I don't feel a need for it to sit completely straight. Okay, so my bread. That's a little tricky to get it to fit, you know, because I've got this sort of ropey looking thing. Oh, I know what to do. I'm just going to stamp a little bit of this on here and cut that part off. That way I've got a nice even. Let me do it with a very light color. Let's do it with the Oxide Antique Linen. Okay, go right about there. Hopefully I can see it. I can kind of see it. All right, here we go with the scissors. Wish me luck. It is a breadstick. Well, it's a loaf of bread. Yeah, it kind of worked. It'll do. It'll do. I couldn't see it very well. Go right there. I think I want the grapes here. And I'll do the cheese here. I think I want the cheese back behind too. Might be too late for that. Yep, that's all right. We'll just do our cheese right there. Now, my glasses of wine, where did they go? Here they are. I love Babe too. It's one of my favorite movies. And I love it when people get the reference when I say that I'll do pig and they don't get all offended. Because it's a compliment. I'm going to pop this one up a little. Come on. I still want to use those ants somewhere. Thank you, Cordelia. What happened, Carla? Oh, yeah, that's what you can hope for. I mean, um, I can kind of understand the struggles. And always I think about, there's this author, his name is Khalil Gibran, and his book is called The Prophet, and he has a verse on children, which is really, really very, very encouraging. When he talks about our children aren't our children, they're the arrows that shoot forth from the bow that's stable. I just find that really, really comforting. There we go. Now I'm determined to get those ants on here. Determined. They're just too cute to not. And I might screw the whole thing up, but we'll survive it. We'll survive it. And I'm going to do another really brave, bold thing, and I'm going to stamp that by hand. So I'm going to make sure that I prep it very well. Need my little wine glass to sit proper. I'm using the VersaFine for this one, although the Memento is working amazingly. How do I want them? Moment of truth, folks. Oh, I could put them at the bottom of the basket too, that's for sure. Now that one didn't quite stamp out because it's on a, higher level, but that's what these are for. Doggone it. I just dropped my paste into the garbage. I'll find it later. Just grab a little Sharpie and fill it in. I mean, it's just an ant. I can see I got that on crooked. All right, so now I'm sure I brought a card base over here. Apparently I didn't. All right, let me grab a card base. I wonder if I want a red one. Tell you what, guys, there's a lovely cool breeze coming from my window. That's a happy thing. Yep, I'm going to put it on a red one. Do I want to pop it up on there? Nah. I think I'll leave it flat. Emboss the ants? That's a good idea. I wonder if they're wet enough to... I'm worried about everything else being wet, though. But, I do have some black pops of color. Scrapbook.com pops of color. I could very well. I also have some black gems. I don't know about gems on this card though. Now let me get this on here straightish. No, the crazy weather's supposed to be here tonight, but no. Maybe I want 2 loaves of bread. Nah. I already got that one kind of dirty. We'll go with the 1 loaf of bread. Now, let's find those black pops of color. Let me think, what did I possibly do with them? I don't use them enough to have them handy. Could do red. Nope, I don't know where they are. I lost them. Put them away. I never liked the way they work that well anyways, especially for real teeny tiny stuff. So what I'll do, I'll just do a little bit of glossy accents. More ants inside there. Oh man, that is not a picnic I want to go to. Especially not if they're red ants, which you could do red ants, it'd be funny. Well, I don't know how funny it would be, but let me just tap a little off on a little piece of scrap here, make sure it's coming out. Yep, it's coming out. Ugh. Just get that wiped up before I have to deal with it later. All right, little anti-ants. That shouldn't take terribly long to dry either. Yeah, that's the only thing is those barometric changes are just knocking me for the dirt. I have fibromyalgia, and so like sometimes I just call it rotating body pain. So anyway, that is my, and I definitely got that crooked, but it's for some reason I'm okay with it. That is my demo of my new Tonic Studios. What did I say the name of this set was? Picnic something. Picnic Party Stamp Set. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was fun to do. I see myself using this plaid cover plate a lot. You're welcome. Does anybody have any questions or anything that I can have an outburst about? Thanks, guys, for my junk journal followers. I'll see you guys Friday morning, and anybody else that just wants to come hang out. And again, I thank you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment if you like, share, do all the things, all the things. Thanks a bunch, guys. Bye bye.